So, Rabbi, the first question: what all conferences have you organized and when?
Okay, before giving you the answer, I want to introduce myself.
Sure.
I'm Farhad Rabbi. I'm doing my master's in EMSc, and this is my second year. I have done my first year in Sweden in Blacking Techniques of Scala. Okay. Uh, no, I have no experience to organize any kind of a conference, but now we are trying to. I'm the part of the organizing body. The body is trying to organize some kind of workshop that is called First EMSC Workshop, and it will be held in Madrid on June 18 and June 19.
Okay, so we assume that you're organizing that, so you are at a point where you know what all participants will be going to participate in that conference, and you're aware of the tentative start date and the end date of the
Yes,
conference,
yes.
and also the resources like the rooms, the equipment you would need for the conference, and also informing the potential audience about the conference. You know about these things. So how would you proceed? And it would be good if you are specific in all the tasks that you will perform from that point till the end, and how you proceed to do this task.
Actually, something I want to mention that actually this is not that kind of traditional conference. We're calling it the workshop, because in conference you have to publish the call for papers and you have to collect paper from the everyone. But here in the workshop, we're collecting the papers only from the students.
Yes.
But from the professor, we're not collecting any papers. We are requesting some professor from several universities to present some of their work in the workshop. So it's not that kind of big workshop.
Of course.
So there will be only 8 presentations, 4 from the professor, 4 from the students. So and because it's not a big as it is not a big conference or workshop, so it is very easy for us to assign the rooms, assign the resources to everyone. So far, we didn't have any kind of problem to make the schedule for this workshop. Uh, According to our schedule, our workshop will start June 18th, that I have mentioned before, and it will be finished June 19th. And yes, we have 2 sessions in each day, like morning session and afternoon session. Morning session will be started from 10 o'clock, and afternoon session will be started from 3 o'clock. And we have 2 coffee break. One will be in the morning, one will be in the afternoon session, and we have one lunch break that will be 1.5 an hour. So that I mentioned that actually it's not too tough to organize this kind of very small version of workshop.
But I'm sure that the process remains same even if it's 8 people or 20 people. The process would remain the same, because how do you proceed from when you know that these 8 people are going to present? Then you go to some people for asking for rooms or something like that.
Actually, for me, I think the process is not quite same, because for 2 days for 2 days we have 2 days for the conference, and we have only 8 presentations. So we have lots of
needing just one room.
Yes, we have huge time for 8 presentations. So it is not too tough for us to.
How many hours do you have in one day for the presentation?
Our session will be started by 10 and will be finished by 5.
Okay.
So it's quite long time.
And you plan to have all 4 presentations from this time, from 10 to 5. You also have some coffee breaks, I'm sure.
Yeah, 15 minutes coffee break. Just only 15 minutes.
So how have you scheduled it, if you can explain that? From 10 to 5, how do you schedule the presentations? And did you use any algorithm scheduling it, or it was just
no.
Or some heuristic?
No, not any kind of algorithm schedule. It's just
just common sense.
Common
So
sense.
how did you proceed going this? Actually, we are keen on these things.
Okay.
That how you perform these tasks, these simple tasks,
Okay.
even if it's 8.
Before-
Okay, let me say something.
Yeah.
I think Professor Natalia said that we have the keynote speech, no?
Yes.
So this is like they say they.
half an hour to maximum 50 minutes.
Okay. And this is supposed to be the first part of the
Of
conference,
yes,
no?
was first part of the conference. Yes.
Okay. Okay. So please
Please
keep.
proceed.
Yes. When because we have 8 presentations, and 4 from the professor, 4 from the students.
Mm-hmm.
So when we define the schedule, then just okay. Our plan was like this: that there will be 2 presentation in the morning session in each day, and there will be 2 presentation in the afternoon session each day. So
And in between these sessions
there will be 1 coffee break.
and lunch break, I'm sure.
Between 2 sessions,
Yeah.
yes, there will be lunch break. But between 2 presentations, there will be 1
One
coffee
coffee
break.
and coffee break would be for how many minutes?
15 minutes. So each day there will be 2 hours break, including
Okay.
the lunch break.
Okay.
And about the social activities.
Oh yes. After this presentation time, that 10 to 5. After 10 to 5, we have sometimes for some kind of social activities like tour in Madrid, like some kind of cultural activities, some kind of dinner, barbecue, this kind of activities.
Okay. And I'm sure that you have some kind of selection criteria for the papers you will be taking from students, because I mentioned, I think we were talking about it yesterday, and you told that for students you will have some criteria of selecting papers and asking them to present. So can you brief us about that?
How we will select the papers from the student?
Yes, it was from the point of calling for the papers and then selecting the paper.
Okay. We have already published the call for paper in the website. We
Yeah.
have already published the call for paper from in the website, and now there is a deadline to submit your papers. So when we'll get the papers, there will be 3 reviewer from the students. So and the selection technique will be like $100 technique. You know the $100
Of
technique.
course.
So everyone will have 100 points, or yes. Then they will distribute this 100 points among those papers, and which papers will get more time, more marks, that paper will be selected.
Okay. I wanted to. I wanted to ask you. Um, okay. Do you think about any tool or anything that can help you in doing this?
Which
think
all
of-
tasks do you feel that a tool can help you more to perform it? I know there were only 8 presentations.
If you
and
think so.
If you
I
think
mean-
that, if just considering that any tool or application which would help you to make your task easier. And before that, did you use any tool for doing these things?
No,
No tools were
to
or
preparing
application?
this schedule.
No.
We
Okay.
didn't
So do you
use
think that
kind
any
of-
part would be during any task, a tool or an application would have been a better solution rather than manual work?
Yes, it could be. Suppose I know that each presentation will be for 20 minutes. So, and I know that there will be 1.5 an hour break. So if
Yeah.
so yes, so I know the durations. I know that there will be 8 presentations. So if there is any kind of, if there is a software available that, or automated tools available that I will define that each session will be 20 minutes, and I have this number of presentations, and I have this number of rooms. So, and just if there is a tool to click it, and it will automatically
Create the scenarios.
Yeah, it would be the better for us.
Okay. Thank you very much, Rabbi.
Thank you very much, Rabbi, and
Okay.
it was a
Very
pleasure
much.
talking to
So
you.
much.
Yes.
Thank you very much for your support.
Bye bye.